Hey guys, Coach Brian here with a mat chat. And what I want to go over today is talk a little bit about the striping system at SBG Bend and what your white belt journey is going to look like. So everyone, as soon as they put on the gi, they're going to get a white belt. And if you had gotten a belt from someone else, it's a whole nother thing. But if you're brand new, never put the gi on before, even if you have college level experience in wrestling, I'm going to put the white belt on you. And maybe your journey will be a little bit shorter because you have a bunch of grappling, but everybody's going to put that white belt on for at least some period of time. From there, you will end up getting stripes as you go through this journey. It usually takes around 2 to 3 years to get your blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And the first stripe, really what that signifies is that you've graduated from foundations, and that I feel like you're going to be able to hang in a slightly faster paced class. We refer to that as our combat athlete program, or CAP. And once you get the first stripe, the first person that you're going to roll with is me. I have you roll with me, one, so I can show you what a safe roll looks like, especially if you've never done any jiu-jitsu before. And it gives me a good feel for how you're going to react in certain positions. Very early in jiu-jitsu, you'll get claustrophobic. You might do something that is out of your character, and that's fine. We'll work through that. But it is important that the first person you roll with on this mat is always going to be one of the coaches. It may not be me. There are other coaches on the staff, but generally it will always be one of our coaches, and it will generally be me for that. The second stripe means that you can roll with other students that I have determined that you're essentially safe to put out with the general populace. And you can roll with other students under supervision. That is of utmost importance. I don't want to have gym wars going on in here. And early white belts are renowned for going way too hard, way too often. And if you're hurt, you can't train, you can't get good. If you hurt someone else and they can't train, that's also a very, very bad thing. So the third stripe means that you can come to comp teams. And the cool thing about the comp team class is you don't ever have to compete, period. Like, if you don't ever want to compete, that's fine. But if you want to get in some good hard rolls from standing, and by hard, I mean 70 to 80%. Like, no one's going 100% ever. You just will never get good that way. But you can come to the comp team classes. We've got them in gi and no gi. And from there, the fourth stripe really means that you're eligible for your blue belt. And the blue belt, like I said, is going to take a while. But that fourth stripe is the indication by the coaches that you're at or near that blue belt level. And we just need to formalize it. So that's what your journey is going to look like. And that could take, it could be a couple months for your first stripe to graduate from foundations, another 6 months to get the next one where I feel comfortable. It could be 4 months, it could be a month, depending on what you're doing and how often you're in class and that sort of thing. Same with comp team. Usually after the third stripe is a very long period between third and fourth, because once you're safe to roll, you're safe to roll. But there's a large gap between being safe to roll and being ready for your blue belt. So hopefully that'll clear some things up for you guys. If you ever have any questions about the process in which we grade and evaluate people, just feel free to reach out. Thanks.